Good morning. How you doing today? I hope you had a good holiday. I hope you got to spend some time with family and friends and all that. But we're back to the grind now, right? We're back to getting work done. So today I'm going to talk about mastering building an email list. You've got to have an email list, guys. You've got to have it. If you don't have an email list, whoo, it's going to be tough for you. So you got to have it. And in this session, I'm going to walk you through all the things you need to do. It's going to be really easy, and you're going to have a big email list faster than you can believe. I have a pretty large one now. I don't know, large. What's large anymore, right? I think it's an effective email list. I have a pretty effective email list. So that's what I want to talk about today. I want you to make use of that chat box, put any questions you may have in there. If you just want to say hello, tell me what your weather is. You know, I got up this morning and I had put a long sleeve, kind of like flannel shirt on because I was so used to it being cold. The other day it was 16 degrees here. Today it's going to be 70. Yeah, so I switched to this shirt because I don't want to burn up, and I burn up in long sleeve shirts, but man, it was so cold the other day, and finally, it's broken. The sun's out here. Tell me what your weather is where you're at. I'd love to hear. Hey, don't forget to subscribe. Subscribing is really, really important. But it's not going to let you know if I have videos. It's not going to let you know if I go live. You're going to need to ring the bell. You're going to need to turn on all bell notifications to be notified if I go live or if I upload a video. So make sure you do that. Give me a thumbs up if you don't mind. Smash that thumbs up button. I see people already doing that, and I do appreciate that. I really do. So let's get into it. Let's talk about how you're going to build this email list. It's really a whole lot easier than you think, but it's going to take some work on your part. But the cool thing about an email list is once you've done some of these things, they're there. They're in place. So, you know, you want to get on it. And I know it seems a little daunting because there's a lot of steps you got to take. However, if you just take it in small increments, like do one of these a week, you know, you don't have to do it all this week. You know, do one a week, and there's not that many of them, okay? The first thing you're going to need to do is you want to optimize your about page for conversions, okay? Some of you don't even have an about page. This is so important. This is how people learn about your company, is by going to your about page. I uploaded a video to my about page the other day, and it just talks to people and tells them who I am and, you know, what it's all about. People go to your about page really, and they like you or they don't like you, depending on what your about page says. But, you know, that's what you need to do. And you got to have a spot on there somewhere where they can opt in, somewhere where they can do something, somewhere where they can subscribe. So make sure you have that on there. Really important to do that. And when you have a place for them to subscribe, make sure they get something free. That's super important to do that. They have to have something free. You know, maybe it's forming better habits, maybe it's losing 10 pounds of weight, whatever it is, but make sure you have some actionable thing that they can do to get on your email list. So that's the first thing. And this is probably one of the things that most people never do, is work on their about page. Next thing you want to do is create squeeze pages. Now, if you're serious about building an email list, you need a squeeze page. So what's a squeeze page? It's a page that's designed to convert visitors into email subscribers. So it's a single page. So, you know, it could be something like, you know, proven tips to get in shape over the age of 50. You know, try it out, put your email right here. So you're always going to give them something of value. You're going to notice a theme about this building the email list thing is I want to constantly give them something of value. And when I say value, put an amount of value on there. Let them know it's a $49 report or a $39 report. Don't tell them it's a $2,000 report you're giving away for free, because that's unbelievable. But, you know, $39, $49, yeah, not a problem. 29, whatever you want it to be, that will drastically increase the amount of emails you get when you're giving away something like that. You know, it could be, I don't know, 15 free infographic templates in PowerPoint, 5 bonus illustrations, whatever it is, okay, that you want to give them, but make sure you give them something free. Next thing you want to do is create compelling lead magnets. Now, lead magnets really are the lifeblood of list building. Totally. I mean, that's it. Okay. And I want to talk about what these can be in just a second, because there are certain things you want to do. It's really hard to get someone to sign up for a newsletter, okay, or a 21-day email course. They don't want that. They want something simple and quick they can consume. Instead, you're going to need to offer people something they can use right away. And guys, Feel free to put comments in that chat section right there. I am checking it. So feel free to do that. Matter of fact, let me check over on the StreamYard side because I don't see everything on this computer here. So put some comments in there. Ask me anything you want. Let me know what you're doing. Let me know you're part of the conversation. Let me know you exist. Okay. It's really important that you do that. So, you know, jump in there and put some comments in there. I really appreciate it. So what are these lead magnets? They can be a checklist. People love checklists, you know, the 12 items that you're going to need to build a website, whatever it is. Ebooks are nice. I found ebooks are a little bit tougher because they have to read, they have to actually do something. I like swipe files. That's another form you can do where it's already done and all they have to do is fill in, you know, the customer's name or something like that. So swipe files work. Case studies are very interesting. People like to read about other businesses and what they've done. So those case studies are really nice. If you can do some templates where people can just fill in the blank, that's cool. And also videos. I mean, I'm doing a video right now. So, you know, they're all easily consumable items. That's how you want to think about it. In other words, the more valuable your lead magnet, the more signups you're going to get. So once again, you want to put a value on it. You don't want to just say, here's a free report because they think the value is zero. So you want to make sure you do that. You could do something like our free real food meal plans, something along those lines. So do that. A list of the latest blog posts. You could come up with something like that. You want to design, let me see here. I want to make sure I didn't skip anything. Yeah. You want to design something that's eye-catching also, you know, something that looks really good. Greens and reds and burgundies, all those things pop really well. So you want to do something along those lines. So that's what you want to do. Okay. The next thing I want to talk about here is exit intent pops. Now these are really important. What an exit intent pop is when somebody takes their mouse and they start to go off the screen, one of these things just pops up. Now, here's the cool thing about an exit intent pop. If you get Kartra, which I'm going to recommend that you do, and I'm once this video is up and posted, there's going to be a link to Kartra. You want to click it. You want to watch the video. And if you like what you see, which I know you will, you're going to like it. You can get Kartra either for free or $1. I'm not sure what special they're running right now. Now, I know when I first started out, I hated pop-ups. I mean, I hated them. I hated them. I did not like pop-ups. They were so irritating to me. And I never put one on my site because I thought, oh my gosh, I don't want to have that thing on my site and it's going to irritate people. I finally broke down and did it. And now we get hundreds of emails a day. It's crazy. And it's a pop-up. We do a free food giveaway. So, you know, just because you don't like something, just because something irritates you, doesn't mean it's not going to work. Now, the good thing is you can create your pop-up in Kartra, and then you can move it over to whatever website you have, you know, whether it's WordPress or Magento or whatever it is, you can move it over to that site. But once I put a pop-up on my site, guys, I started getting so many emails. Now, not all pop-ups are created equals. In other words, there's a big difference between a pop-up that attacks you in the second you land on the page. So I don't do that. Okay. There's exit intent pop-ups. There's a timing pop-up. There's a scroll pop-up. There's all kinds of different ones. So you have to figure out what's going to work best on your site. You don't want it to pop up as soon as they get there. Some websites do it. I know Neil Patel is very famous for that. And he has one that pops up instantly. And I'm not saying you want to annoy the crap out of people and constantly have them pop up, but you got to have one. You do have to have one. They're very, very important. And you got to offer something really cool that they're going to like. Maybe it's a discount on their first order if it's an exit intent. Okay. Maybe something along those lines is going to help. The next thing I would tell you want to do is you want to use, if you notice everything I've given you so far, it's going to get emails for you. Okay. You're already building your list. We're doing it. We're getting there. Use content upgrades. Now, content upgrade is one of my all-time favorite list building techniques. In fact, a single content upgrade boosted in one of my videos by 755%. Okay, 755%, that's pretty good. First, what you want to do is you want to log into Google Analytics and find a post on your site, a video on your site that gets a lot of traffic, okay? And then once you've done that, once you've seen that, then what you want to do is that's the one you want to do. You want to have a content upgrade for that particular one. You want to do something that's going to be really interesting to people, something that they're going to feel like they're going to get something else. So what I decided to do is I added a PDF version of my guide that I was talking about in one of the videos as a content upgrade. Now you can offer it at the top of the page. You can put it down the bottom of the page. You can have a pop-up that offers it. But you want to add something like that because that's what's going to get you more interest in your site. That's what's going to get you more people going there. That's what's going to get you more emails, which is what we want to do. I do have an appointment I got to get to today, so I'm not going to run as long. So if you want to get in the mix, you want to ask a question, you want to know something, now's the time to do it because I'm not going to run all the way until 10:30 today like I normally do. I got to get out a little bit earlier. My wife's been sick. Oh my gosh, she's been sick for going on the 5th week now, and she got a little bit better in the middle, but still not doing well. She's been on 2 rounds of antibiotics. She's had steroids. She's had all kinds of stuff, and she's still nursing this bad chest cough and cold. So anyhow, we've got an appointment to take her over, get a little blood work done, make sure she's doing okay. So that's why I got to cut a little bit short today. But also, those of you who aren't watching this live, feel free to use that comment section. Put any comments in there that you want. You ask me any questions. I go back through and answer those. Matter of fact, I was in there yesterday answering a bunch of you guys. Love some of the comments you put in there. I really do. I mean, I know there's haters out there and I know there's trolls and all that, but I don't get a whole lot of them. You guys are really pretty awesome. Of course, the ones I do, I just block. They're gone. No big deal. And don't let this bother you, not to get off on a tangent, but guys, I think a lot of us out there are hesitant to write a blog or to do a video or to do any of these things because we're afraid that somebody's going to say something bad about you. It's probably going to happen. Somebody's going to probably say something bad about you, but it doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. I was listening, and I'm a little off track, but I just want to fill you in on this because I think it may motivate some of you to do something. I was listening to David Goggins. He came out with a new book, and it's called Never Finished. I highly recommend the book. I'm not an affiliate or anything for it, but I guess I could be. Maybe I should do that. But he talks about that in there, about how many haters he gets. If he does push-ups, somebody's going to, pick on him for push-ups. If he runs a race and he does really well in it, people are going to say, well, you're just beating down your body. That's not good for you. No matter what he does, he says he gets negative feedback. And guys, that's just life. Those people out there, those people who give you negative feedback are never people who are accomplishing things. I've never seen a really accomplished person that's doing really well in life, that's really happy, take time out of their day just to pick on other people. It's the craziest thing in the world. Those people are unhappy. They got issues. Realize it and ignore them. So don't worry about that. Like I said, I don't want to get off track, but I think it's important because if I don't tell you guys stuff like this, you're going to go, oh my God, I got a hater. I'm never doing a video again. They made fun of my voice, or they made fun of the way I looked, or they made fun of my clothes. Don't worry about it. It doesn't matter. No matter what you do, somebody's going to try to pick on you. That's the way of the world. Okay, so what do you do next? First off, I hope this is helpful to you. I hope you get some value out of it. And if you did, put it in the comments. Let me know you got some value. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe, do all those things. But as soon as you start doing these things, and here's the interesting thing that I found. As soon as I start working on one thing, it opens up doors to other things. I start to see other things I can do. I start to see other things I can improve. I start to see other ways I can do stuff. And then those ways open up other ways. It's like this huge, I don't know, you open a door and there's a lot more in there than what you think. But until you open the door, until you do some of these things, until you start, acting on some of the stuff I tell you about, you'll never find it. And you'll say, well, I don't know much. But bottom line is, if you I'm doing these videos today, and I've met people on some of my videos through the internet that I've actually met in real life. Not that this isn't real life. I hate when people say that in real life. But I've made some really good contacts. I ended up speaking at an event in Florida a few years ago, and I met a lot of really cool people there. And from that, grew into some friendships. And then the other few months ago, I was in Vegas at a mastermind with some of the same people that were there. And I met even more people. So until you open yourself up, until you kind of put yourself out there, your possibilities aren't real good. So you got to do these things. You got to do the things that are uncomfortable. I did a post the other day, and I think the post went something like this. If you're only attempting things that you can achieve, you're never going to achieve your potential. In other words, if you're only trying to do stuff that you feel comfortable with and you know that's going to work out, well, then you're not growing. What you have to do to grow is you have to try things that are difficult. You have to get out of your own comfort zone. You have to do things that you've never tried before. You have to try things that you don't think you can do. Try things that you don't think you can do. I started this YouTube channel a number of years ago, and initially I started it for the wrong reason. I started it to do some videos and to build a list and to sell some products. And that was the wrong way to go about it. It eventually evolved into a channel where my whole job here is just to help you out. My whole job is just to answer your questions. My whole job is to do a video that you want me to do. And I will remind you, if you have a subject right now that you want me to do a video on, please post it in the comment section, post it in the chat section if you're live. And I understand most of you aren't live. I get that. That's the way this thing works. It's hard to be live at 10 a.m. during the week. And I know I don't pick the most ideal time for people who are watching. I have to kind of pick an ideal time for me because I have so many things to get done during the day. But it's really important, guys, that you stretch. On top of all these things I gave you today, they're all going to work. They're all going to build your email list, but you got to start doing them. Some of them are going to feel uncomfortable. You're going to say, well, I don't know where to start with a lead magnet. I have no idea what to do. Go through some of my videos on my channel about lead magnets. Go through some of my videos on this channel about pop-ups. All those things are going to help you out. I mean, that's the only thing I talk about on this channel now is ways to help you out. And I was not good at this when I started. My videos were not good. Now I had done public speaking and all that, but it was really different to do YouTube videos. I mean, if you were to go back and see my first few videos, and please don't do that, but you could go back and see them on this channel. I left them there. They were terrible. They weren't good. And now I'm more me. Back then I was trying to be, I don't know who I was trying to be. Somebody said I sounded like a used car salesman. And then it was funny because I used to work in the car business. I'm like, well, maybe there's a reason for that. Maybe there's a reason I sounded that way. But anyhow, I hope you guys got a lot out of this today. I really appreciate you being here. I appreciate those of you who participate, who put comments, who ask questions. It means a lot to me. It really does. Take care of yourself this year. It's one other thing I want to add. I think a lot of people are not taking care of themselves. I looked at a picture of myself Thanksgiving, and my God, I had gained a lot of weight. I'm like, I got to get this weight off. So, the past month I've been kind of watching what I eat. I slip a little bit, and you're going to slip. Don't worry if you slip a little bit, but I've got to lose some of the weight. I've already lost, I think, 7 or 8 pounds, which is pretty good for me. But I got to lose probably another 10, 15, maybe 20. I don't know, depending on how far I want to go. But I think that's important to do that. You got to take care of yourself. If you're not healthy, if you don't feel good, you won't want to do these things. That's another point I want to make. If you don't feel good, you're not going to want to do all these things that are going to make your life successful, all these things that are going to want to grow your business. You're just going to want to lay around, especially if you don't feel good. So if you liked it, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to ring the bell, turn on all bell notifications so you're notified each and every time I go live, or if I upload a new video. I would really appreciate you doing that. Give me a thumbs up, smash that thumbs up button. Some of you have done that. I could use some more of those thumbs up. And that thumbs up doesn't just apply to this video. If you will go through all my videos and smash the thumbs up, that would mean a lot. But more importantly, go through and listen to them. Listen to the information in there. I share a lot of things that worked for our business and is now working for our business. So make sure you do that. Thank you so much for being here. I got to cut it a little bit short. Like I said, I got to take my wife to the doctor, but I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much. And I will see you on Wednesday. We'll be live again Wednesday. Wait, what's today? Today is Wednesday. I will be live again Friday. Okay, Friday the 30th. I think it's the 30th. Yeah, because New Year's Day is the 1st, I think. Yes, New Year's Day is 1st, and I will be live on the 2nd also, which will be Monday. So I appreciate you being here. Give me some input as far as what subject you want to learn about. I'll be happy to do videos on those too. You guys have a great day. I'll talk to you on Friday.